Hi guys. So, when you see this video, if I time this correctly, I will be arriving in Disney for new content, new footage, new exciting things happening. But that unfortunately means that today, I'm still not in Disney. I still don't have that stuff. But that doesn't mean I can't bring you stuff that's useful. So, in our continuing saga of bringing you gluten-free restaurants that you could find elsewhere in the country other than just where I am taking you to Cooper Hawk's Restaurant and Winery. We're going to take a check and see what their gluten-free lunch menu is like, see if we like it. I've checked it online and there's some interesting options I'm really curious about trying. But let's see what we can find and see if it's an option that'll be good for you. Let's head on in. All right, so I've gotten into the bar area because I didn't make a reservation. It's first come, first serve in the bar, although they did have some outside seating. But we decided, the royal we, decided this might be nicer. Now, it's not super crowded, but it is relatively full here. It's 2 o'clock on an afternoon, on a Saturday afternoon, so there are people being social. There are, I see golf on one and then commercial on the other, so I don't know, but there are TVs probably playing sports. I'm going to take pictures of the gluten-free menu for you, so give me a moment to pull that out. But they do have an entire gluten-free menu. And we will put but just to give you an idea of all the gluten-free options they have available on their menu. Size entrees, so slightly smaller entrees, a kids menu, which is kind of nice, and burgers, and they have some really interesting looking things for dessert, which I'm excited about. Okay, so I'm going to look at the menu now, figure out what I want to do, and I will talk to you in a bit. They also have an extensive wine list, which I should have already put in there, but I didn't have this. They actually, when I sat down, I had taken the one menu with me, but no one brought me anything. And they've got some create your owns, which could be kind of fun and interesting, and then specialty cocktails. So I'm gonna have to take a good look at this, because, well, I just have to take a good look at it, because that's what I do. I gotta tell you, there are a whole lot of options on here that look amazing. I didn't want to go anything too heavy. I mean, they've got a filet mignon, they've got a grilled tenderloin. I'm looking at a couple different salads as appetizers, because I can do Thai lettuce wraps elsewhere and I'm not necessarily dying to, although that sounds really interesting. Sweet chili glazed chicken, Asian cabbage slaw with pineapple, bib lettuce, and cashew sauce. I'm not sure what that is. But the wedge was kind of calling me, the traditional wedge salad. Though it's got 2 dressings on it, which doesn't make sense. I may have to ask them about that. But there's a couple seafood dishes, and an interesting take on what looks like a chicken parmesan. It's like a parmesan breaded chicken with shaved parmesan. Is that the one I want? No, it's a parmesan crusted chicken with a tomato basil relish. It's almost like the tomato sauce, lemon butter, potatoes, and garlic green beans, which also sounded nice. And they have a smaller lunch version of that. And considering I do want to get a dessert, that might make sense. So, but those scallops do sound really lovely. So yeah, we're making up our mind. In terms of the drinks, I think I'm going to look at a blood orange pineapple sangria. It's sparkling. I'm not sure what that all means, but it sounds interesting enough that it's worth giving it a try. So, just waiting for my order to get taken, and I'll tell you all about it as it starts coming in, and what I actually end up getting, because you never know. Okay, so we have gotten the blood orange pineapple sangria. So it's in a glass. There's no actual fruit in it. While the sangria class that I took, we talk about how you would have at least some fruit or herbs to help kind of balance out that flavor. It's possible that it's back in where it was made. This is a sparkling sangria, as we learned in that class. And I'll try to remember if I can to put the link to the vlog where we actually took the sangria class, Sangria University at Coronado Springs, where they talked about how you balance and how you build up your stuff. So, blood orange, pineapple sangria, sparkling. Okay, a lot less fruity than I would expect. I get the orange on the upper back palate. Doesn't smell wildly fruity in one direction. I mean, you smell fruit, but you don't necessarily go, oh, this is a pineapple smell or something like that. Not bad. It's not what I was expecting, but I like it, if that makes sense. So yes, I believe most of the wines that they serve here are theirs. 4 sips, you watched me, I mean, and I've eaten breakfast, so. We did end up ordering, the royal we. I did end up ordering the potato crusted scallops, and I'm going to be trying the Thai lettuce wraps, because they recommended, since the entree I'm getting does come with the broccoli salad on the side, that I should then try something a little different. So I'm going to try the Thai chicken, and it does sound really interesting. So, and gluten-free. It's always nice when they have those options for you that you can eat. So yeah, so the sangria is a win. I like it. Would I be dying to go out of my way for it? Not necessarily, but it's good. It's light, it's fresh. It's a nice, starting to get summery and light out there, so it's a nice kind of breezy day. It's attractive. And I still keep thinking I should have sat outside, but I didn't, and there we are. So, salud. Okay, so the appetizer, and my napkin is finally here. Yay! Thank you. So we are trying the Thai lettuce wraps. I'm going to insert the picture of it right here. So I'm going to take one of these lovely pieces of bib lettuce. I'm not sure what kind of sauce this is, but I'll put it at the bottom. It's a sauteed chicken, not a fried chicken, with the chili sauce on there. It's nice crisp cucumbers, and the slaw looks nice and bright with some nice greens, and then we're going to grab whatever this green sauce is, and we're going to place this on top. This is absolutely not what I was expecting it to look like, but it is very, very fun looking and colorful and vibrant. So you can see what it's like. I'm guessing that's a cashew sauce, because I do taste nut. It is sweet and savory. I've got a nice cool crunch to it. Slight bit of a burn. But I think the cucumbers have tahini on them. So I'm pretty sure, look at the cucumber, not at my face. But I believe that's tahini on top with some sesame seeds. The slaw, I believe, has pineapple in it. It's a chunky slaw. You know, I'm almost wanting to be finer, just to make it easier to make the cup. Really good. I still get that peanutty taste. I mean, there must be something, maybe peanut cilantro or something there that they blended it with. Really nice flavor. So these are messy. I don't want to mess you up, so I'm going to finish these, and I'll come back to you when I start getting an option. Really nice. Yeah. That was awesome. All I have left now is one piece of the lettuce with just vegetables, because I don't want to throw them out because they were that good. And some of that cashew sauce, and it was a cashew sauce. The full description says sweet chili glazed chicken, Asian cabbage slaw with pineapple, bib lettuce, and cashew sauce. $15.99. And it would have fed 2 people easily as an appetizer. It was awesome. Like, I didn't expect it to be that awesome. That was really good. So they're getting me a little box so I can take my veggies and stuff home. And now I'm ready for my entree, which is going to be those potato encrusted scallops. So we're going to see how they do it. With gluten-free, sometimes they can't do them quite in the fanciest way, like the one restaurant I love going to. They just sort of wrapped it in strings of potato. rather than like the layered kind of stuff that you might need flour to hold together. Oh, that was really good. So, slowly going through my sangria. It's still good. And it was a nice taste with this because there was pineapple in the slaw. So, again, it's not a very, very sweet sangria. You definitely get fruit in it. It's not bitter dry, but it's not super sugary. And my mouth is still burning from the chili sauce, which is fine. So I'm gonna drink a little more water and just relax a little bit, and I will be back with you when the entree gets here. I'm excited. Hey, so the entree is here, and a picture of it will go right here. So this is a potato encrusted scallop. As I'm looking at them, the encrusting is really on the top. There's not a whole lot on the sides. That broccoli slaw is in the center of the plate, and there's supposed to be some, actually there might not be any other potato here, but we're gonna give them a try. So we've got scallop, I'm gonna slice it. They may be a hair undercooked. They look a little bit translucent in the center, but let's give it a try. Okay, I'm getting pistachios because they have large pieces of pistachio. The potato flavor is lovely. And there's a heavy citrus flavor. Not just a light citrus, but a really heavy citrus flavor. So let me try this again. The flavor of the scallop is good. We've got that kind of nutty flavor, like I said, with the pistachio. We're now going to try the broccoli salad, which I almost got as my entree, or my appetizer. I'm glad I didn't get a whole plate of it. It's good. It's nice as an accent. But I'm not sure. It might be dressed a little bit differently because I thought they said they had a balsamic glaze on it, which I'm not seeing here. It feels a little bit dry. And I am getting the bitterness of the Brussels sprouts, which is nice. I see more nut on top. Let me give it a taste. There's like a creamy lemony flavor. It's good though. Oh, there you go, yeah. There's a creamy color. I gotta figure out how to do this when I'm filming with you. Oh, that is not a good sound. So, you'll see down here, there's that creamy dressing. In the center, that's that creamy lemony. And as I was saying on the scallops, you have the encrusting on the top, but not on the whole other side. So, and I'm not sure what this is yet. We're about to find out. So let's taste that. Oh, it's a bacon. It's like an apple with bacon. A lump of it. Very smoky. Okay, when you get the bacon with the slaw and the salad, and you get a little more of that dressing, that works. Yeah. There just wasn't a whole lot of dressing at the top. Okay. So, the encrusting doesn't cut particularly well. It breaks up into pieces. Maybe it's necessarily cut though. So, it's good. I like the Thai wraps more. This does have good flavor. And if you're craving scallops with a little more oomph behind them, this is nice. This is good. Alright, I'm going to finish eating, and then we'll talk about dessert. Okay, so I have finished. I actually saved 2 of the scallops and a lot of the slaw. I'm going to take it home and have some more later because there's some desserts that are calling my name. They have a a traditional chocolate flourless cake. They have a salted caramel creme brulee with fresh berries and sea salt. Now, I am not like most people. I do not like salted caramel. I just don't. All I taste is the salt. I am very limited in what I like doing with salt. But they have a smorgasbordino, which is caramel custard, Valhalla chocolate mousse, and toasted marshmallow. And that sounds tremendous. So we're going to see if we can give that a try, because it is on the gluten-free menu. So if this has at all helped you, if you guys are enjoying these, or especially if you want to see the dining reviews when I get back into Disney in just a couple weeks, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. That way you're going to know when the next content comes out. Please give this a thumbs up. The more you like it, the more it gets shared with other people, and the more it gets the word out there of what I'm doing, and then I can help more people. And all that other good stuff. Okay, the s'more dessert is here, and the picture of it will go in right here. So we are now going to give it a taste. So it's 3 layers. So we're going to go through the marshmallow, through the chocolate, down to that creme brulee-ish type layer. I think we got everything on here, and let's give it a taste. It's mine, you can't have it. Oh my, okay, so they did kind of brulee the top. You know, did the toasting on it, so you've got that warmth. The other layers are cold. The chocolate is cold. The creme brulee type layer is cold. The mousse is very light. It's not airy, it's more like a pudding. The marshmallow is thick, but is warm. I haven't got a whole lot of that bottom layer yet though. Okay, now I've got the bottom layer. Give me a sec. And just that little bit of caramelly. It's light enough, not a ton of flavor to that one particular layer, but the other layers have tons. But I think that's to resemble the graham cracker, which isn't necessarily a wildly flavorful thing. But oh my god, this is awesome. I'm not sure I can eat it all. I may need to put it. And the marshmallow sticks to your lips, can you tell? Yeah, this is what I was hoping it was and more. It's probably bad. Oh my god. Yeah, this is pretty awesome though. It's not going to work with the little bit of sangria I have left, but oh yeah, it doesn't go with that at all. The water will be nice kind of cooked with sugar. And I've got a little more flexibility so you can see the creme brulee layer, the marshmallow layer, the chocolate layer. Yeah, it's like a s'more without having to get like cracker caught in your teeth, which makes it thoroughly gluten-free. And they've dusted the plate with cocoa, so I'm going to throw a little bit of that cocoa on here. This is really good. It's a lot of the marshmallow though. It's a lot of marshmallow. You know, it is sugary. I would actually recommend sharing this with someone, but it's really good. Alright, I'm gonna see how much I can attempt to make it through this thing, because it's awesome. And I'll talk to you when it's done. Salut. Okay, so I have some of both my appetizer and my entree, and I have a bunch of dessert left over. The total bill with the glass of wine, the appetizer, entree, dessert was $65 and change, and then of course I'll do tip on top of that. I am sated, I am full. That was a lovely meal. That was a lovely surprise. You know, I think I ate here once, 2-3 years ago, so this is really the first time I'm consciously like, let me go try this place. And lovely experience. You know, it's actually emptied out a lot more. It was pretty crowded when I got here, closer to 1 o'clock when people were still doing lunch. It's now almost 4, so I guess between 2 and 4. So I was here for about 2 hours. Like I said at the beginning, the service was a little bit slow, but they're now catching up. It's the in-between times, and yeah, fabulous. I hope that music's not too loud. But I highly recommend this, guys. If you find a Cooper Hawk in your neighborhood, go check it out. I'll see if I'm doing another recap on this one, but if you've enjoyed this video, please remember to hit the thumbs up. If it's helped you find gluten-free options in your area and you want to look for other ones, or you want to see what other options I do for between my Disney and my non-Disney content, please subscribe to the channel. And I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?